Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Ash, and this is my dev project, Year of Rat, for the year-long jam, which I am making in Smile Game Builder. And this is a devlog. And the very first thing that I'm going to do in this devlog is start a new project, because I don't actually want to do that project. I decided that I have way too many projects in my backlog, things that I want to try, and I have decided that I'm going to knock some of those out this year. And in doing so, I'm going to take one of those project ideas, something I haven't really worked on at all yet, and I'm going to make it into this game for the year-long jam. Now, as the host of the year-long jam, I'm not too certain if I'm going to participate myself every single month, but that's going to be the goal. And once I get like 3 or 4 of them down, the OCD will take over, and basically I will not be able to skip any months. I will always be working on this project, but I think I might actually finish it before the year's up. It should be a fairly simple project, fairly short endeavor. The first thing we're going to do is add assets, and this is going to be a modern project, not a fantasy project with fighting fantasy elements and a rat main character. No. We are actually going to be doing the Type B Friends with Simples. We're going to do Smile Characters, Volume 1, just to get a look at what's there. I'm not totally completely sure. We'll grab Jacob's Monster Pack. We'll grab the Human Zombies Pack. And we'll grab the G-Style Pack, as well as the Corpse Party Pack. And just because my exposure to it is fairly limited, the additional terrain pack. So we'll add all assets of all of these DLCs. And then we'll close out of there and confirm yet again that selecting more than one asset is something that completely baffles me. There's just no reason to do that. It makes no difference what you do. It will always just do one at a time. Okay, so silly me, add all the assets of the Corpse Party Pack. And by the way, you might be knowledgeable enough to know that you can't use all of the assets in the Corpse Party Pack for your commercial game. I'm not going to distribute the main characters. I'm not planning on making this a commercial endeavor anyway, but it's the main 6 characters that you can't distribute. Everything else in there you can use and distribute with your game, no problem. It's part of the end user license agreement. It's pretty readable. I mean, it's quite simple as far as EULAs go, and I highly recommend you check it out. Read your EULAs. Always read your EULAs. Always read your EULAs, your end user license agreements, and always read your terms of service and all other licensing documents. So the idea that I had for a game is actually something that I came up with while I was locking up one day at a factory. My real job, actually, the factory in which I work. Now, the idea kind of is I'd like for it to all take place on one map. And I'm not entirely sure if I want to use the Wonder World stuff, so I don't know if I'm going to be using the cyber stuff. In fact, this stuff looks like more of the kind of assets that look good for like UIs. I see that they are very obviously in the terrains folder, but that seems to be a pretty strange place for them unless you are willing and able to painstakingly draw out the shapes that these things infer. That they connect to make. And I don't know that I have a use case for that. Kind of as close as we're going to get to tile maps, really, in Smile Game Builder / Bakin. So I think what I'm going to do is take a really quick look at those. I don't need the dragon bones. Actually, I kind of like the dirt asset. I know that the point of this is it's just got dragon fossils in it. I'm probably not going to use the dragon fossils, but I'll use the dirt. I like the dirt here. But anything with cyber in it, I'll probably take out. I'm not going to use the ADD blocks. I might use the SF blocks. I'm not entirely certain that I will. We'll keep them, though. But yeah, if it's got the word cyber in it, I'm going to remove it. I'm going to do that now, so I don't have a lot of noise when I'm going through all of my stuff. Just trying to to navigate. So my idea here is once I get this map made, I'm going to make this factory setting. There's going to be a lot of stuff kind of in the middle, but we're not going to go to the middle. We're going to be able to see the middle sometimes. We're going to be able to see over fences and things, but our path is going to be the outer walls, the outer edge of this factory. And the point of this entire thing is to lock up the building. We're going to lock up the building at night. This is going to be a horror-themed game. And I'm not going to change my mind again. This is literally what I'm going with. So we got some map chips here that are from the the Corpse Party pack. I'm going to keep those for sure. I am going to keep those. I'd like to rename it, but it's not going to let me do that here, which is fine. It's fine. We're going to get rid of the AD. I'm going to keep the ADD blocks. I guess I thought well, I don't need all of them, that's for sure. The question block is super cute. Definitely don't need it, though. I don't need the dot blocks. I'm not going to keep them. And then the wave blocks, I'm not totally decided. The ones that say sand, stone, these might be really good terrains for like an office texture. We'll see. We have a lot of stuff to go through. Castle, I'm not going to keep castle. I won't keep castle. I won't keep these castle blocks either. And then the science fiction blocks, I'm going to keep them because this is a factory, so it should have some machinery, so I can infer machinery by using the science fiction blocks. Oh, these ADD blocks I don't need. What's the difference in the name? ADD blocks A, ADD blocks B. Ooh, or do I want to keep them so that the player can kind of look outside and see scenery? I don't know yet. We'll think about it, is what we'll do. Monsters, I don't need them. Take them out. This stuff, 3D items, I'm not going to need the 3D items. Not these. Not the 3D items. None of them. None of them. They're all medieval weapons. Even the syringe. I'm not going to need any of those. We can safely get rid of them. Fully aware that Smile Game Builder here will remove assets that are unused anyway from the export, so like that's not a concern, but I want the engine to run as lag-free as possible. So that's why all of this is going on. Armor, barrel, bookshelf, bureau. I'm going to try my best to not use any of this stuff. The objects from the Corpse Party pack, probably okay. I'm not going to use the talking tree. We're going to remove the talking tree. G-style, I'm going to use all the G-style stuff, probably. I probably won't use the buildings, but I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out kind of what we're doing there. All right, so I know I made a 100 by 100 map. Delete them temporarily, please. It's fine. And then we'll go into terrain, and we'll go to the ADD, not the ADD. We'll go into the map chip, not that either. Oh, I still have to add the city blocks, don't I? No. Hold on. G-style, there you are. And we'll go ahead and throw down concrete wall. I mean, I don't like that, actually, but that's what we'll put down. It's a start. Look at that MIP mapping till we get close. All right, this is a huge map. It's enormous, all right? But don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I do want to show you, like, kind of what the idea is, though. I'm not going to use these, like, medieval castles and stuff, but I do want to, at the same time, do a quick little test. Okay. We're just going to dot them all around the map. And I'd like to see kind of what the draw distance is. So if we start right here and we look south, and we'll go ahead and mark the south with this little tower. We'll put a tower up here so that we know we're north. So we go up to this tower and we look away from it. There's two towers. Well, that's fine, because that'll just make it even better. I'll know which way to look. we should be able to see the other tower if the draw distance allows us 100 paces. And if it does, I might go bigger. I might make a bigger map. The bigger map is not going to be something that I fill. Rather, when I say that I'm going to fill up the middle, whoa. Draw distance is not good in the editor. When I say I'm going to fill up the middle, that's just to give us something to look over at, but I'm more than likely going to put a lot of walls up. So it's going to imply that you're going through different buildings and you don't get to like go in depth into the production floor. So you're not going to be able to see all the stuff that the factory is really about, what it's working on stuff. There's going to be a lot of fences, but the idea is we are a security guard. And as a security guard, we have to go around logging up for the close of the shift. We're like the night shift people. So we're going to have a person that we're in touch with on the radio, and they're going to call us from time to time and tell us we have to continue on east floor. They're just going to give us status updates. They're going to be like, here's what you got to unlock, or lock rather. And I don't know, the idea of it just came to me while I was locking up. And then there should be a horror twist. We're locking up. Something's outside tonight, and it is trying to get in. So now the idea is, what is it that's trying to get in? Which I know what it is, but what is it that's trying to get in? How many of them are there? If there's more than one, can I get to the doors that I need to lock on time? Is it already in the building? These are the points that I kind of want to tackle. So I don't know what exactly to call it, but I'm going to go ahead and blank out the party. We're just not going to have a party. There's no party allowed. And Scion, we're going to change our main character here as well. We could do that from here. Yeah, we'll do it from here. We'll go ahead and give him the B style character pack. But I need to run down to the G's and look real quick and see what kind of... I need to take all these chibi people out is what I need to do. And that's kind of what I've been saying, like, for the performance of the engine, because it will stop and load and show you your selection, and then you'll want to wait on it to load, and then it depends on your build. I don't have the most recent PC build. I've got an i7 10700KF, Ryzen 4700, I think, GPU, and SSD. Hey, let's play test. I thought I already pressed that like 6 times. I had not. All right, here we are. Going to change our viewpoint. We can't see. We cannot see. We can see. Oh, the more I draw out, the more I can see. That's interesting. 1, 2, 3, and then I can kind of see like a 4th. So they'll be on the character's left, the right side of the screen. 3 of these churches, and then one that's kind of like directly in front. So I'm doing this. 1, 2, 3. I can see this one sometimes. It depends. Okay. That means if I place an object, let's say something small, okay, just like a desk, I can place that here, and I should be able to see that no matter what, right? But something else I want to do is go into the game data. And that's fine. We need to go to camera. We're going to do free movement and FPS style. Control settings. Playtest again. Should be able to see that desk no matter what I set my viewpoint to, but I probably need to get my camera controls totally configured. All right, so I can see that desk, but it's black. So at what point does it become color? Is it a color already? No, it is black. So let's walk forward. which they're not allowing me to do for some reason. I'm stuck. Why am I stuck? Why am I stuck? What? Why am I stuck? Am I caught in the tower collision? Okay, hold on. That's my bad. Actually, I wonder if that has something to do with draw distance. And also, out of fairness, I'm not a... Whoops. I'm not, and I probably should be. I'm not, and I probably should be, exporting this to get a true test. How come I can only walk one step? What's going on here? What's going on here? What did I place? Oh, is this stupid tile, like... There's... the tile doesn't have any collision. That's my bad. We're going to go to Add Assets. We're going to go to Map. And then we're in the... where were we? Where were we? We were in the G style. And it was... Which one were you? What did I place everywhere? The concrete. It doesn't have... it's not traversable. We need to make that traversable. That's my bad. So because it's not traversable, it's... You can't walk on these tiles. It's kind of like taking the walkability off of water tiles, but because I'm already on the tile, it lets me travel on the tile itself, and then all the tiles around me have that effect of not being, hey, why is this desk black? What happened to your... Are you black? Why are you black? What happened to your texture? So is that not a matter of where are the textures for any of this stuff? What happened? They show up in the thumbnails, but the thumbnails are bitmap images. They have nothing to do with the... Okay, all right. Let's add assets again. This is fine. This is fine. It's all good. Start unchecking some of this stuff. Okay. And then add all the assets of this DLC. Oh no, that's that's the Corpse Party assets, isn't it? Isn't it? I think so. All right, so hold on. I like both, so let's do that, please. Thank you. Close. There they are. Huh, I must have removed something without realizing it, but they are there now. Okay, we can play test. This is just to get the project, like, in existence. All right, I'm gonna go far into the map, B to change, and then zoom in with C. I can see the texture. It might look like a blank, vague shadow, but no, that texture's there. The lighting gets pretty clear right about here, but if I zoom out, that is still the case. I can still see the lighting. Okay, so now it's a matter of what is a comfortable camera setting for a view. So this is not too bad, I don't think. I think this is okay. Certainly not this. This is a bit jittery and feels like I have to move the mouse a lot more to get anywhere with the camera. So our field of vision is definitely more narrow. We back out, make our field of vision wider, and this feels more natural, right about here. All right, that's not going to necessarily mean anything. I can't save that. But what I can do is close out of that, save the file, and now I'm going to do something that will help me out a lot. I'm going to go to Game File, And I'm going to go to the Land of Extensia project, which is a project that I made a long time ago. Now, we're going to a function map in this project. This is not part of the jam, but this is a project that I made in Smile Game Builder before Bakin really got going, in order to give people who use Smile Game Builder a lot more control, like a lot more control. So what is the display? Display input will display what it is you are pushing. I need camera position. That's what I need. So we're going to grab the camera position event. We're going to look at the settings. It's automatically start, synchronize, and repeat, and it does show us what our camera settings are. It's perfect. That's exactly what I need. I'm just going to copy the event, and then I'm going to go to the top menu. And I'm going to go back to my project, Lockup. It's a tentative name. It's not the complete decided name yet. I'm going to place this event just like right here. Paste it. Save it. Playtest again. We're going to pay attention to these numbers. All right. Now, the numbers that are showing on the screen just show you the position of the camera. It's not showing you the XY position of the camera as it follows the player. It's showing you the angle, XY angles of the camera. It is showing you the setting for the field of vision and the distance and the height. And you can manipulate some of this with your controls while you are in third person. There's the Y-axis changing, and it goes from 1 to 360 degrees. The X-axis is the up and down. Got some limitations there, between negative 35 and 90 degrees. Those are built into the engine. But we are going to, oh yeah, and you can zoom in and out on your character a little bit as well. It changes the field of vision. Although this is a float number, I think, because all of this is considered a 3 for field of vision, but it's only showing a 3. But you can't have variables in Smile Game Builder beyond integers, so it just rounds to a 3 every time. So you can set your field of vision to a 3. But anyway, let's change our camera angle. And I have to decide if I like this height also. But these numbers change now very finely when you move your mouse, because I want to enable mouse movement. And I want to capture these numbers, which I will do by... Now this is too far back, and that makes me sick. Makes me a little sick. This is a lot better. This is okay. I would not probably do that. Back up a little bit. I like this a lot. So a field of vision of like maybe 30, maybe 20. Ooh, maybe not that far back. Maybe 28. 28 seems to feel pretty good. So I'll probably do 28. If you agree, you can use the same camera settings for your projects when you're going in first person, and it should be fine. I kind of like the height. I'm not sure yet though. I'm gonna have to go interact with some stuff that's supposed to be the same height as my character, and then we'll find out if we really like the height. So it's kind of a short height. These don't have collisions, so I can walk through them. I'm kind of a shorty, though. I might make myself taller. These buildings are not exactly the scale that I want to use. Scale being the overall like common measurement of the world and how it relates to your character. So a distance of 70 feels pretty good. A field of vision of 28. Field of view of 28. And a height of, we're gonna do different. I said 70. So we're gonna put another event here on, well, no, we don't have to do that. We can go to edit game data. Pardon me as I clear my throat. I'm going to go to camera. And for the default camera settings, first person view, we're going to change these. Field of view is going to be 28. eye height is set to 0.9, which means, oh yeah, you could also do this stuff here too. You don't have to test play it in the engine, but I guess I forgot all about that. It's kind of extremely convenient to do it this way, huh? Kind of sort of extremely convenient. Like, why am I stupid? Why am I this dumb? And you can also save your own preset for this as well. It'll be local to the project, but we'll do an eye height of 1.2. That's a pretty healthy height. That's a pretty healthy height. We can look down at desks with this height. But we need to see how it feels once they have some modern stuff going on. But we'll call this one Tall Dude. Save it. And now we have the option to select this for our settings. If we want to make a bunch of different camera settings, we can change between them. See, Smile Game Builder's got some really cool features that you can really cut your teeth on in order to prepare yourself for Backing. If you have Smile Game Builder but you don't have Backing yet, we'll just try that. And we'll play test. We're going to play test with a few more buildings now. This time I'm going to get rid of these buildings. I'm also going to see if there's maybe any kind of difference in draw distance when we use the modern buildings. I don't know why there would be, but the modern buildings do have less polygons. A lot of them do, because they're not like ornately shaped churches and the like. So I don't know, it might not matter. But again, we're going to do the same thing. And all of this is just to really kind of see if I would like to use a bigger default map. Because I would like for the experience to be pretty long, but you're only going to be on the one map. And I don't really want to do instances of different maps if I can design it all on one map, if that makes sense. If it doesn't, that's okay. I don't care. I really want to use the fences also for this. So they're pretty short. I might take these, export them, and re-import them at a bigger scale. Because I really, really, really want to use large fences. Because of the machinery and the nature of the factory, you need to be safe. So the walkways will be like where you can't just go and interact with machines randomly. You have to have clearance. You have to be able to get by the fence. Okay. And put some stuff down just to see if I'm able to see it. And I'm not going to be too particular. Again, we're just putting down buildings. But even if you can't see the stuff, that's okay. I'm really just trying to get an idea of the sort of where the graphics pop in. Where there's pop in, what that draw distance is for just Smile Game Builder vanilla. I'm not going to be using the Unity exporter or anything like that. And I will design my map accordingly so that I'll never have objects that'll be that far away unless they're behind walls. That way you'll always see the walls. There will never be wall pop in. Okay? You'll always see fences. And you'll always be able to have this sense of immersion because of the terrain around you. So that's the goal here. And we'll throw this stuff on the map as well. And I don't know if I could, I should be able to see that tower if there were any chance at all that I could see it. So save the file, we'll play test. I forgot to skip the title screen, that's okay. Okay, and we will switch cameras. That's our first person default camera. Distance of 70, height of 1. I get pop out. I start here, started right about here. And I can see the desks just fine. I can see the building behind the desk. What else is there? I can see the building behind the desk. All right, so We have the height of 1 displaying on the screen. I can see my tower just fine from this point in the map. I can't see the other tower, though. I cannot see the tower from that side. That tower pops in. When I turn around, that tower is there. It's like right here, right there, right next to this post on this building. I can see both towers, and that means that like this is the middle point, right? So does the height feel good? Oops, does the height feel good? Does the height feel good? I still feel a little short. Not totally sold on the height just yet. The doors here, they seem appropriately tall though. So, I'm just not 100% sure. If you're wondering what that distance is, we have distance as well as field of view. You can change it in the engine if you use eventing. So like right here, I can see everything. This is the 49 point. So probably at the 50 point as well, I'd be able to see both towers. So we have a draw distance of about 50 tiles. So with a map that is 100 by 100, if I stand right in the center, I should be able to see everything. But I'm never going to have that situation in my game. So it's good to know, though. It's good to know I can have rooms that are about 50 by 50 big, and I should be able to see everything. So we're gonna test that again. We're gonna do another extreme. We're gonna get rid of all this nonsense, all of it. The selector is incredibly slow because just selecting areas that are too big. We're going to use the numbers in the bottom left corner of the screen that tell us our coordinates, which start at 0, 0 and end at 99, 99 on the opposite corner. And we're going to do 49, 49, 0. We're going to draw a wall, not an object, Ash, a wall. But we don't need to draw a wall. We can actually just take the wall at 49, highlight all the way down across the map. Cool. And we're going to raise it up. And I mean, we don't have to raise it up super high, but we'll go ahead and raise it up about here. And then 0, 49 along this axis. Same thing. Can you guess what we are doing? We are going to make one room. And basically going to see if we can, we need to select that. Select by elevation, raise you up. Select by elevation, raise you up, and then select you and put you down. What are you doing protruding like that? That's rude. Put our character right in the middle. Make this the start point now. Grab a couple of test objects, just like cans. We're going to place them in the corners of this quadrant. And all I'm doing is I'm just making sure that I can kind of move around in the middle here and look around, and there's no like popping in because these guys are in the corners now, and 50 tiles away diagonally is a further draw distance than 50 tiles away orthogonally. So we're going to play test. That's actually accurate. That's actually true. We may have more of like a circular draw distance. So I'll also actually place a couple of cans in strategic points. They're not exactly midway. Maybe I should have paid a little bit more attention to the numbers and made them exactly midway, but this will help me calculate what the draw distance is. And then I'll know I can't make areas that are bigger than this. So once again, the wall does not exist on that side. I left the tower there. Silly me. I don't see the wall. Wall's too far away. All right, we're on this tile. Step on this one, look up. Wall's still gone. forward. All right, interesting. The objects pop in before the terrain does. The terrain comes in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. About 7 steps away, which means that one should disappear once we're against this wall, but it doesn't. It doesn't. That one doesn't disappear, but that one does. Huh. Wonder why that is. I wonder why that is. All right, that garbage can though. Oh, it disappears once I get up against the wall. So if I'm trying to be safe here, and all those other cans disappear once I'm at the very edge here. But as soon as I step forward, and I'm still on this tile, I'm still on the 0 tile, or the 100 tile rather, then all the cans appear all at once. I'm trying to avoid that. I want immersion. I want complete and total immersion. So just to double check this, I'm going to run to the opposite corner, holding down shift to run. Wish I had a little bit of a head bob. And then all those cans actually stay there when I'm looking out at the edge of the map. So it's a little inconsistent, or it's me and I drew in the wrong place. Let's get rid of that can so I can highlight this tile. Whoops. I'm gonna do a rectangle select. I want to know what my coordinates are when I do this. 50, 0, 99, 48. 47, 48. 50, 0. That's the origin. 99, 48. Huh, okay. This goes from 50 to 99, so it's 49 tiles. And then it goes from 50 to 48, and the 49th tile is this wall, which pops. So let's do another test. This time it's 48 by 48. That's my test. I'm really trying to be exacting here. And for convenience, for ease of everything, we're going to go here, draw a wall. We're going to go here, draw a wall. And then rectangle select, which starts at 1, 1 and ends at 48, 48, which means we have a block of 48 by 48 in which we can play. We can run around and play. I'm going to grab some potted plant. Well, it should be something really easy to see. Those garbage cans were kind of hard to see. We'll do this colorful recycling bin and see if we can't see all instances of these along the walls. Kind of wondering if there's like a internal logic that tells it to load differently depending on whether you're looking at the edge of the map or away from the edge, as in looking towards this versus looking out towards the horizon. I guess it really wouldn't try to differentiate, because no matter where you look, you're kind of looking away. But whether or not you're looking closer to the center of the map, I guess is what I mean. And then I'd like to have something that's a lot more complex with its polygons. It should be this motorcycle, a lot more polygons, a lot more tries on it than, say, that garbage can. And then we'll put some vending machines too, because those are going to be super simple to load in. But then we'll grab another one of these motorcycles and set it down over here. And I just want to make sure that I can always see the 4 motorcycles, the vending machines, which I've only got the 3. Let's make it 4 so I don't confuse myself. And place one here. Well, we'll just do them everywhere, because there's no reason not to. Motorcycles, just the 4. Just the 4. There we go. I think that will do it. 8 of those vending machines. Play test. We're going to start over here this time. And should be able to see everything, no matter what, no matter where I go. That wall disappears. All right. So it disappears right about here. And I'm facing the inner wall. If I go all the way to the inner wall, and I turn around and look this way, that wall does not disappear. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. I get the feeling that if I walk all the way over here, that wall will disappear. Am I right? Yep. Okay, so it's not 48 by 48. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just safely say that it's probably going to be 40 by 40. That way I don't ever have to worry about it. Probably, yeah, it's probably like 42 or something, but I don't want anything to pop in at any point during the game. So we're going to do an exit, and now I know what I need to do. All of my rooms will be no bigger than 40 by 40 unless pop-in is not going to be an issue. So when you walk through a doorway, the what's beyond the doorway, if black or dark or whatever, what's beyond it will be closer than 40, so that it will be there as soon as you go through the doorway. And what's beyond the 40 will be a wall blocking everything else, so you won't even see that. Might have to do some little camera tricks here and there to get that to work, but that's what I'm going to do. So the anything goes focus of the jam requirement is now met. I don't really have the main character met. We're going to get rid of the objects. I'm going to make sure I shift click that because I'd like to keep my camera coordinates. The event, we'll just place it there at the very edge. And then we're going to select by elevation. Grab this. We're going to lower it to 0. That's it. Oh, and for some reason we didn't grab and delete the that last vending machine. So now with this having been done, we will start out in an office, and the office will be maybe right here along the edge. I'll have to be careful, I think. But also, I can go ahead and draw the outer walls of this building because no matter what, I will not need to change that later. It will always have outer walls, okay? So rectangle select. And do I want to just do one? Why don't we see how long it takes me? Why don't we see how long it takes me to traverse? Bop, bop, bop. This area, this 100 by 100 map. Bop, bop, bop. I'm kind of thinking at least 150, but we'll see. We'll see. Bop, bop, bop. Make that the start point. I guess we'll play with this idea that you can't really see everything. Bop, bop, bop. Bop, bop, bop. And then we'll do walls that come off. Bop, bop, bop. And then we'll do a trace select because it really doesn't matter. Okay. All right. All right. This looks like I'm drawing a funny little guy. I am not. Or I mean, I am. It doesn't matter. We're doing that. Bop, bop, bop. And then we're doing like walls here. Bop, bop, bop. This is what I meant when I said camera tricks. It's not really a trick of the camera. It's the stuff that's popping into the scene. You don't see it popping in because it's behind a wall. So, whoops, do that. Pop, pop, pop. This is not what the factory is going to look like, by the way. This is just to maintain a sort of sense of whatever. So we'll see this, and we'll know we've got to go to the next one. We're going to find the blue, the red, the taller blue, the taller red, the car blue. I said car blue. Then the car red. Just nonsense, really. And then finally the plants. We have any more red blue? Yes. The truck blue. And then the truck red. And then once we're done with that, we'll get back to the mailbox. All right, let's play test this, see how we've done. All right. B for first person. That stuff is very much gonna pop in. I'm gonna have to make a note of that. We're about like right here. We're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're on the 7th tile. We're on the 7th tile, and then it pops away when we're on tile. It comes into view when we're on tile 6. So actually, tile 6 is. I got to bring it 6 tiles closer, but I won't worry about that. We're traveling. Got to go around. In reality, where I work, there are a couple of these walls. And the reason that there are walls, it's not like 4 walls and everything's inside the 4 walls. It's more like you have to take little detours like this to stay on the outer edge, is because it used to be more than one building. Oh, this might be a problem. I don't want this to happen. So we might have to... Oh, there's not a whole lot we can do about that. Yeah, there is. No, there's not. There's not. I forgot it. I forgot that was a thing. With Smile Game Builder. We won't let the player travel all the way up against the wall, I think. So, alright, that's number 2. Now, this is the south wall. We've made it to the south wall. I would definitely like for this to be bigger. Probably twice as big, because while you will have occasion, I think, to break away from the main wall and go investigate like areas where you're not sure if the power went out or something, you go check the breakers, and the breakers will be on an inside wall. I'd like for the overall door locking experience to be kind of cathartic and relaxing. I forgot to put a wall there. That's my bad. You'd be able to peek out into the endless void. Not even I know what's out there. Next up, I was going to say, I have divisions like this where I work because it originally was 1 building and they added on to it. So it's 4 buildings now. But of course they had to keep up a lot of the walls that were originally there, and they just broke through sections of them to give us, archways and stuff so we could still travel between the buildings. It's all physically 1 building, but it used to be a much smaller building that then got added onto. Okay, so that's the truck. And the last truck, whoops. We're done. I forgot to put a wall here. Oh, that's why. I didn't put a wall here. And I knew when I was designing that, because I put this bulge in the map here, I knew when I was designing that I should have done that, but I just overlooked it. So I don't have a problem. I know that wall is gonna pop out. All right. I like it, but I'm gonna make it twice the size. I don't think it's really going to affect the experience a whole lot. I don't know if I necessarily need to make it twice the size. Yeah, I could do that. Because if I change my mind, I can always shrink it later, right? Ooh, the editor doesn't like that, though. The editor does not like that. So this is me scrolling away. And then the editor's like, nah, bro. Nah, whoops. We can't let you do that, Star Fox. All right. I don't really want to deal with that issue, so I am going to make it 150 by 150. That's what I'll do. I'll still have the issue, but it's not going to be as bad as it was. Yeah, I don't need that. I don't want everything to be popping in. I want to be able to see my map all on one screen. So there we go. There you have it. That is the new beginning to my project, and we do kind of have a character. In that we've got, this guy. I'm definitely going to keep him just in case I end up using him. I don't know, I might keep this guy. I kind of like this guy. Oh, no. This, maybe this dude. I don't know yet. They gotta be work appropriate. I'll figure it out. I'm going to get rid of all the A style of this stuff though, and that's how I'm going to begin this experience. So thank you for watching my new first devlog. If there was anything out of this that you liked in particular, let me know. And if there's stuff that you'd like me to elaborate on more, again, let me know, because I would be happy to talk more about this stuff and the stuff that goes through my mind and the capabilities of Smile Game Builder and RPG Developer Backing. And these animals are so terrible. I can do that while designing. So let me know. Just let me know, and I'd be more than happy to oblige. So for now, thanks for watching. Please comment something, anything at all down there, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day. Bye for now.